What if I told you that you can have pasta even if you are trying to reverse your type 2 diabetes? So I want to talk about different kinds of pasta there is. So my recommendation, and I'll go from what I least recommend to what I most recommend. So what I least recommend is any white pasta. So things like these are refined pasta, and the way you can tell is to read the ingredients. So if you read the ingredients, this one says durum wheat semolina, and it's just wheat. It doesn't say whole wheat flour. So this one, there would be less fiber. So it's 2 grams of fiber. There's still some fiber in it, but it's not a lot. But what's better than white pasta is actually whole wheat pasta. So if you read whole grain pasta, it'll say that it's whole grain on there. And the ingredients will say whole grain durum wheat flour. So that's why this is a better choice compared to the white flour. Now, the next better one would be the gluten-free Barilla one. It's still not the best. So the next one that I also wouldn't recommend is the gluten-free one. Just because something is gluten-free doesn't mean that it's healthy. So this one is made of corn flour and rice flour, and it doesn't say like brown rice flour. So usually it is white rice flour. So usually looking at this, it might be higher in glycemic index, and there's only 4 grams of protein, while the white pasta actually has 8 grams of protein, and it's only 2 grams of dietary fiber compared to other ones that I'm going to show you is going to be higher in fiber as well. Now, this is slightly better. This is also gluten-free pasta. This one is better because it's made of brown rice flour. Now, the brown rice flour has 5 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber. Still not the best on the list, but it's slightly better than the previous one. Now, the pasta that I do recommend the most are these legume pasta. So this one is very high in protein. This red lentil and quinoa rotini. This one has per ounce has 13 grams of protein, and it has 3 grams of fiber. But if you want something that's higher in fiber, this one is better because this one has 5 grams of fiber and 11 grams of protein. So I would recommend this one. Now, a lot of people don't prefer the taste of chickpea pasta. So if you don't like chickpea pasta or other legume pasta, the next best one would probably be whole wheat pasta. It's still pretty low in glycemic index. Now, we can talk about pasta sauce as well. So next we're going to talk about pasta sauces. So same thing with pasta. We're going to start with the one that I least recommend, and the end we're going to talk about the one that I most recommend. So the least I recommend is any Alfredo sauces. So any of these creamy sauces I don't recommend because usually they're pretty high in fat, especially saturated fat. So now here it says a 4th cup is 3.5 grams of fat and 2 grams of saturated fat. So you may feel like, oh, 3.5 grams of fat is not a lot, but it's a 4th cup. So you probably end up using more than that per serving. And so I would definitely recommend against this. This is actually the total fat to saturated fat ratio leans more to high saturated fat. So I would not recommend any creamy sauces. The next one I would probably also not recommend you to do a lot is vodka sauces. They're usually a creamy sauce as well, and they are usually higher in fat too. So this serving has 6 grams of fat per serving. But what I would recommend is actually this brand, this Whole Foods brand, is the fat-free marinara. So this one does not have any added oils to it. It does have a little bit of added sugars. If you don't want any added sugars, you can do the Aldi's brand. The Aldi's pasta sauce don't have any added sugars to it, but this is what I can find best at Amazon Fresh. So let me know which one you guys would choose for pasta and pasta sauces. And if you guys want to learn more about reversing type 2 diabetes, go watch my free reversing diabetes training. Link is in the description, and I'll see you guys there.